Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next day,
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for today, Friday, May 12, 2023. I am Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, Jason Joseph hacked and burned to death as the accused culprit remains guarded at the General Hospital. 16-year-old in police custody in connection with gruesome killing of a 59-year-old farmer, Lenny Ross. And police called for calm following early morning homicides. Regionally, Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown reacts to Barbuda Council's lawlessness. Internationally, ex-Marine charged with New York subway chokehold death. And in sports, Anderson Peters competes at the Cape Kino Classic in Kenya on Saturday. The details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments. Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Tonight's newscast begins on a sad note as the community of Vendome was plunged into mourning following a chopping incident overnight that left one man dead and another hospitalized. Here's Christina John with this report.
A man considered to be mentally ill went on a rampage sometime around midnight Thursday, inflicting multiple chop wounds about the body of a well-known community member in the village of Vendome, St. George. Eyewitnesses identified the deceased as Jason Joseph, an employee of the physical planning unit. The accused then reportedly set fire to the house of the deceased before doing the same to a second house in the area. GBN understands that the bystander attempted to intervene, however was reportedly dealt chop wounds to the upper and lower body and is now hospitalized. Residents were able to contain the fire within the second house, but the first could not be saved. The accused man, identified by villagers as Kevin Penny, was reportedly shot by police and is presently warded at the General Hospital under heavy police security. GBN visited the community of Vendome Friday morning and heard from residents there who described the victim as a very quiet and peaceful individual.
He's not a good friend. Anything I just do for me, you should do it. Right? You got to do my car, you see, come out, just now, and that you're going to shop and buy time for me. And the guy, But I don't want to say any guy from him, but he just talking to me. He just exempt me. So I keep away from him. You understand? No. And just want my good friend. I went to sleep last night and I didn't know what go on. When I get to his mind, I'm going on the other guy tell me something and I say, I don't know what's going on. Even though you don't deal all this mind, I hear what go on.
It's very shocking and traumatizing because nobody wasn't expecting that. I mean, like, people was bawling and like everybody was like don't know what to do because it was so surprising. First time we ever witnessed something like that in the community. It's sad to see that, you know, young people are to, you know, a young man are to lose his life so brutal. I mean, come on, you chop him up and then on top of that you still burn him to make sure he's dead. So it's kind of sad and it have the community a little worried.
Didn't happen about after when I watched my time was about 5 minutes past 12. Them time we didn't know if he died already. His house was on fire. His house first what started burning, and then my dad's house. The guy sent him. My dad's house, my sister's house. So but it's afterwards they say you have somebody lying in a drain there, but nobody didn't know who it was at the time until the police came and everything, and they say who was there.
Minister for Social and Community Development and Housing, Philip Telesford, offered some words of support to the relatives.
Of course, as a government, we are broken, very disheartened by this very unfortunate incident. We are really taken by surprise with this one, and it just shows that we have to be so vigilant and so conscious of the people who live around us. Of course, this individual is a mentally challenged person, and again, we do not know what people who are mentally challenged, we do not know how they're going to respond, and so again we have to be conscious of these things, be conscious of what we say and how we respond and how we react to situations, and that will help to quell these sort of incidents and to prevent them in the first place.
Member of Parliament for St. George North East, Ron Redhead, also visited the community on Friday.
Well, it's a gruesome act, heinous act. I think the community is certainly going to be traumatized of it. I did hear of the reports. I was in Karakou when the incident occurred, and immediately first thing this morning I ensured that I was down here. We're going to be visiting the various families affected, and we are going to offer as government every support possible that could help ease. Certainly psychosocial assistance with the housing and other aspects is going to be needed or required to bring the situation under control.
Christina John, GBN News.
A 59-year-old male of Concord St. John found dead at his home is believed to be Grenada's 7th homicide. A juvenile alleged to be the perpetrator is being questioned by investigating officers. Christina John was out early on the scene to bring you this report.
A 16-year-old male is in police custody, assisting with the investigation into an apparent homicide in Concord St. John. Dead is 59-year-old Lenny Ross, a farmer resident in the area. Ross was discovered in his home Friday morning. Information surrounding the death remains sketchy. However, sources believe it stemmed from an earlier altercation. Brother of the deceased, Anthony Ramdane, said he found out about his brother's demise after leaving home this morning.
It's a shocking news because I got up this morning getting ready to head out, and there was some officers on the scene, but I probably thought it was just one of those ordinary times where probably they came to maybe warn him, because I know that, you know, sometimes he, you know, misbehave, not in any kind of like I haven't seen him behave violently like that, you understand what I'm saying? But obviously, you know, sometimes you drink and sometimes he would come and he would talk aloud and shout and stuff like, but nonetheless, he was found dead in his home this morning. All right, and it's unfortunate, as I was saying, I was getting ready to go out. I saw the officers here and I left, and it's not until I reached down the road, because I didn't take nothing serious, yes, and so it's not until I reached down the road that I get the news from an individual down the road that my brother is dead.
Ramlin said his brother, who was once an inmate at the Richmond Hill prison, responded positively to rehabilitation and kept away from violence. He said this morning's discovery was a shock for him and other family members who lived in the same yard.
It's shocking. I don't even know where to start or what to tell you. It's unfortunate. Rather surprising, because I mean, I get information on the accused, and to me it's like I'm wondering where did that come from, because at the end of the day I know that they had sort of like a mutual relationship. They never had any conflict or anything, so I'm wondering, where did that come from? He has been convicted before and he has been sentenced to Her Majesty's prison, right? And he came out, and I guess they did quite a lot for him. I guess that's the reason why they keep you up there and to try to, take certain measures, kind of discipline you in certain ways. And then he came out with some of these disciplines, right?
ACP John Mitchell was among a contingent of officers from various departments from the Royal Grenada Police Force on the scene. He empathized with the grieving family members.
Very unfortunate that we are here today to deal with this situation of another homicide, coming off the backs of a homicide in Carriacou, coming off the backs last night again of another homicide in Vendome. In the history of the force, I can't remember Grenada having a homicide in such quick succession. It is certainly one of concern. We sympathize with the victims, the families. We also understand that the families of the person who would have committed homicides also have some significant grieving doing right now. So it's just to say, yes, the fact is that the homicide has occurred here. The matter is still under investigation. We cannot give much details. We do not want to influence or jeopardize the judiciary process. So at this point in time, it's still under investigation, and certainly when we have more details, appropriately so, we will inform the media.
Christina John, GBN News.
Two gruesome killings within hours of each other brings Grenada's total homicides recorded for 2023 to 7. Police are calling for calm amongst the population as they report an increase in violent crimes.
Deputy Commissioner of Police Don McKenzie is calling for calm to prevail during this period of mourning as families and communities come to terms with the latest tragedies that rocked the country overnight.
Our last two incidents, both of the perpetrators are in custody. They do not pose a threat to the general public, and we believe that what happened is not part of a pattern, but is a random act. And as such, we believe that the public at large there's not an elevated risk when it comes to the issue of what we witnessed here today.
Although Grenada has not experienced the level of violence witnessed in other islands, the Deputy Commissioner said the country is not immune to the spate of violence that is challenging law enforcement agencies elsewhere in the region. The senior police official is therefore highlighting the need for an all-hands-on-deck approach to curb rising violence.
We also speak about the issue of what looked like an uptick in violence. The uptick in violence, while we recognize it and we have to deal with it, it will require everybody to be involved. Oftentimes we isolate the issue of increased crime to the sole responsibility of the police officers. We have a role to play. We are the lead agency in terms of law enforcement, but we cannot do it by ourselves. it would require the public.
CP John Mitchell, speaking to members of the media, records an increase in crimes.
Certainly, if we compare last year's statistics with this year to this period, and Mr. Hall, who is in CID, can speak more to it, there is an increase in homicide. Mr. Hall, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think last year this period may have been about 5 or 6, and this year we are up to 8 at this point in period. So it's certainly an increase. We cannot deny that fact. Crime in general, with the last statistics, and Mr. Hall again will speak more specific to this, has increased slightly. We have seen a slight uptick. Certainly, we do not want to associate any specific reason for it yet, without us getting into the details of the information to give you more accurate reports on it.
Assistant Superintendent of Police Ryan Hall, attached to the Criminal Investigation Department, says resources are stretched in matters like these, and this creates a challenge. Nonetheless, he assures the Grenadian community that they are capable of carrying out the requisite investigations.
We are seeing a slight increase in crime, as indicated, an 8.4% increase in crime. However, as it relates to the violent crime, we are basically just seeing a 1% increase in terms of the harm offenses. The homicides for the year last year, in total, we had 8. At this point now, we have 7. Just a little correction to Mr. Mitchell's point. It will be a challenge in terms of the response or investigation, because as you realize, we had one last night and one now, so it takes a lot from us in terms of ensuring that we conduct that effective and efficient response in terms of investigation. But we are on top of things, and there is nothing affecting our ability to get it done safely. The 2 persons of concern, one is a juvenile, he's in custody, and the other is nursing injuries at the General Hospital.
Christelina John, GBN News.
The sister isle of Carriacou was again plunged into darkness Thursday night, but Grenlec engineers were able to restore power. The outage occurred after one of the generators at Grenlec's power station tripped and resulted in an island-wide electricity outage. According to a press release from the Grenada Electricity Services Limited, this resulted from a mechanical fault on one of 2 engines providing service to the island following the recent fire, which put the other 2 generators out of commission. Following Thursday's outage, the generator was quickly repaired, tested, and put back into service, thereby facilitating a complete restoration of service to all customers in Carriacou. Grenlec apologized to its customers for the inconvenience and thanked them for their understanding during this challenging period. Less than 1 month ago, a fire at the main power plant in Carriacou damaged 2 of the generators supplying electricity to the island. Since then, only 2 generators have been operational. This is News at 7. Coming up, Grenadians warned about online vehicle scams. Stay with us.
Get ready for a night you'll never forget. A night of love. The most enchanting evening of Lovers Rock at the National Cricket Stadium on Saturday, May 13th. Prepare to be serenaded by our incredible headliners, the soulful Christopher Martin.
I do love to make sweet, 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 sweet love to you.
The legendary Sanchez.
You say you love me, baby.
Plus, the talented Dwayne Stevenson.
A word from the wise, don't try to make life on your own.
Together with local sensation, Vaughn. Gates open at 9 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. Tickets are now $100, or you can elevate your experience with our VIP for $500. The VIP experience includes front of stage access, unlimited premium liquor and cocktails, a delectable 4-course food menu, private ushered access to the venue, VIP parking, and exclusive photo ops, and meet and greet opportunities with our headliners. Tickets available at GoToFet or any of the Sunshine Promotions authorized outlets. Join us on this magical evening and let love take over at A Night of Love.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Treat Mom this Mother's Day to a special concert as the Royal Grenada Police Force Band present Mother's Night Out. Mother's Night Out celebrity concert at the Grenada Trade Center, featuring live from St. Vincent, Alston Beckett Cyrus.
You ain't nothing but a teaser.
Alston Beckett Cyrus, Beckett, and Judy Boucher.
She's on my pillow, pain in my heart. You are my
Judy Boucher live, also featuring Dash and Friends. Raymond Matthew the Beast, Randy Isaac, Tamara Songbird, Samantha Dixon, Gregory McLean, Joel Hafford, and Paul Alexander. Hosted by Fatman George. Admission $75. It's Mother's Night Out, the celebrity concert. Showtime 6 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Treat Mom this Mother's Day. Stay tuned for more details. Treat Mom this Mother's Day.
A mother is really amazing and incredible. Give her an amazing spa experience at Nirvana Health Spa with our exotic cherry rose relaxing packages. Choose from our exotic cherry rose feet care package, which includes jelly feet soak, relaxing pedicure, feet care facial, and a glass of rose wine for only $2.40. Or entice mom with our cherry rose body care package. This includes full body exfoliation, hot stone back massage, facial, and a glass of rose wine for only $4.40. Or why not surprise mom with both packages? She deserves it, right? Call us on 231-6642 or 418-7115. Visit nirvana.gd for more info. Gift certificates are also available. We are located in the Regency Commercial Suites, Grand Anse Main Road, in close proximity to the Food Fair Shopping Center, Nirvana Health Spa, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We know real body care. These specials go up until June 4, 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Treat mom for this Mother's Day.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Back to the news at 7. The signing of an agreement between continental Africa and the Caribbean to become the 6th region of Africa, forming part of the African diaspora, provides unimaginable potential for Grenada's and by extension the region's creative sector. Director General of the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States, Didacus Jules, detailed this on Friday during the final day of the Cultural and Creative Industries Conference, Unleash.
There is nothing we can grow in this Caribbean that Africa cannot grow bigger, faster, cheaper, and easier than we can. And even if the entire OECS was to grow something, we could not compete with Africa, which speaks to why we need to look at areas of comparative advantage and how we leverage these things. 5 of the 6 independent OECS member states signed the partnership agreement with Africa out of the 7 original signatories. We have been working assiduously to ensure that the OECS grouping is able to take full advantage of this opportunity and retain some prominence in this partnership. We all know of the rise of Nollywood and Bollywood to the point where Netflix and other platforms now have to accommodate the creative work of the black and brown children of the human family. We all would have noted the increasing assertion of creative works by black creatives. Some of our brothers and sisters have demonstrated it here in this week. The increasing assertion of their creative works in the West and the increasing prominence of African culture.
Using statistics, the OECS director expounded on the financial impact this agreement can have if the OECS successfully projects its creative industry into the African space.
For us in the OECS, the Africa Partnership represents a unique and special opportunity. Our roots are predominantly African. Our culture is a unique blend of the civilizations of the world, but with an elemental African DNA. The earning potential of the creative sector far exceeds any other sector and represents a special advantage in the context of the Africa Agreement, as Africa constitutes 17% of the global population and 40% of the continent is under 15 years of age. This potential can be enhanced by OECS incentives designed to build the creative sector and to project it into the African space. Engaging in this space does not mean that we are starting on a blank page. Over the past decades, there are OECS diaspora nationals who have been actively engaged on the continent and who are well recognized. Two of these have reached out to us at the OECS and are converging their work with the Africa Partnership.
Today was the final day of the 3-day conference held at Radisson Resorts. The Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, CSIRT, issued a scam alert warning Grenadians planning to purchase vehicles online to beware. More in this report.
Grenadians are advised to perform due diligence before engaging with online entities purporting to be sellers of used vehicles. Issuing the warning, the Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team disclosed that within the last 8 months, they have uncovered and identified several fraudulent entities advertising the sale of foreign used vehicles to Grenadians. Unfortunately, several Grenadians, without doing their due diligence, engaged fraudsters and lost their money in the process. The cybersecurity team shared 4 red flags that potential buyers should look out for. 1, offers that are just too good to be true. For instance, the age, mileage, and features do not match the price. 2, the communication takes place via a messaging app such as WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook Messenger, etc., with no reference made by the agent to a verifiable website and physical address. 3, you're pressured to complete the sale while your questions and concerns go unanswered. 4, just about any request made by you is met with a positive response from the agent. For example, brand new tires with the purchase, an upgraded audio system, and further discount. The Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team reminds the public that its services are free and the team's capability includes assessing online sellers. Anyone needing assistance or additional information can contact the team on WhatsApp and Telegram at 473-423-2478. I repeat, 473-423-2478. Via email at csirtgnd@gov.gd or on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at CSIRTGND. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The government of Grenada remains steadfast in its commitment to ensuring that community health centers are fully equipped to provide the best health care for all Grenadians. In this Rena Perry-Thomas report, we get the details.
With an aim to provide the best healthcare service in Grenada, the Ministry of Health is on a mission to refurbish and upgrade health centers in the various communities. Naomi Jeremiah, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, said they first started with reopening health centers that were closed due to their dilapidated condition, among other factors.
The Wester Hall Medical Station is completed and reopened and functioning. Then we have the Good Hope Medical Station completed and functioning. And we also handed over recently the smart facilities at the Hillsborough Health Center. Now Hillsborough, we have minor work to done in terms of fencing and drain, but that work will start very soon.
The Permanent Secretary said they are now assessing other health centers so that work can start on them. She also noted that funding has been secured for the projects.
Now we look at Peg Motor. At present, we have structural assessments are being done at the Peg Motor Health Center. Tivoli Health Center, we have structural assessment that is going on and work will start. We have also the Monkreach Medical Station. I'm just giving you a few of what is happening in the community. So we are very much active. River Sally also, we have funding from CDB and the OECS projects for some of these health facilities. Sutters is not left behind. We are working hard to meet our goals at the Ministry of Health.
Jeremiah said they will not just be upgrading the facility, but will also ensure that they are properly maintained.
Say the maintenance of these buildings are being reviewed. It is key that the ministry continue to have proper maintenance, especially especially a facility like this that is near to the sea, time and time again we'll have issues with the sea blast. So it's important that we look and ensure that while we provide proper access to the citizens, I'm assure you that the maintenance will continue.
The Permanent Secretary was speaking at the official reopening of the St. Mark Health Center this week. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The Grenada Credit Union League has expressed satisfaction with its 9-year relationship with Corp F Insurance, a Dominican-based company which provides specialized insurance products to credit unions in the OECS. The league is the local agent for Corp F Insurance for credit unions for coverage in loan protection insurance. Nisha Paul reports.
Having worked together for close to a decade and given the current level of satisfaction with the partnership, it is anticipated that the Grenada Credit Union League and Corp F Insurance will continue their relationship for the foreseeable future.
We did our extensive due diligence about the company, and we embraced the concept of not-for-profit but value-driven in the line with the cooperative principle of people helping people. We are extremely satisfied with the level of professionalism in the timely processing and payment of claims for credit union by CoopF and the level of professionalism in doing business in Grenada.
That was head of the accounting unit at the Grenada Credit Union League, Deborah Cameron, who went on to give this assurance to credit union members.
When you save with the credit unions or you take a loan, your loan are protected and your savings are insured. And we are the agent and it is insured with CoopF. So you can feel relaxed and assured that your money and your saving is well secured.
Ms. Cameron was at the time addressing a ceremony introducing CoopF's newest product in the Grenadian market, the Flexible Hurricane Protection Plan, in collaboration with its partners. The Grenada Cooperative League was established in May of 1958 as a parent body for credit unions and has since broadened its scope to the farming, fishing, productive and industrial cooperatives. GCCL is an affiliate to the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions and the World Council of Credit Unions based in Madison, Wisconsin in the USA. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
There are various methods of salary payments, be it by cash, check, or direct deposits into the employee's account. Have you ever wondered what an employee's payment records looked like almost 100 years ago? Let's take a peek into the GBN ISO lens to get an idea of what that looks like.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
An artifact from over 80 years ago takes the spotlight in tonight's GBN ISO. Photographs of the paybook of Mitchell Lewis, an ex-soldier during World War II, were submitted for feature by one of his children. The contents of the book are still very clear and most of it is intact. Mr. Lewis and other young men spent time in St. Lucia training for the war. While there, he met his wife and fathered 6 children. We thank our citizen journalist for that informative submission. If you have any interesting photos or videos you would like featured, send them to us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms. A 4-day workshop to teach school students about Calypso concludes. This and more news when we return.
Here
Here's a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Speyside Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Speyside Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. We operate at Grenville and the Carnage. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 440-1500 or visit any of our locations. Speyside Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Customers and experts have tested Dormer's high-impact windows and realized just how durable they are. Forget burglar proofing. Get 20 years warranty on frames, sea blast resistance, no rust or corrosion, and value for your money. Visit Caribbean Shutters, Windows and Doors for Dormer's quality UPVC solutions.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Weather Guard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. The organizers of the Spicy Divas in Concert, which was introduced in 2014 to create a platform for the development of female artists, are planning a special conference and health fair targeting the nation's men this year, particularly fathers. Nisha Paul reports.
The initiative, dubbed the Hello Dad Conference and Health Fair, is the brainchild of Nigel John. John spoke with the GBN about the initiative, which is geared towards inspiring young men to become the best version of themselves, to become great fathers, build strong families, and provide security and love in the home.
We are going to have some important speakers, and they include Reverend Oscar James. There is also going to be Pastor King Douglas. And there is also going to be speakers like Mr. Richard Duncan from the Cooperative Bank. So it's going to be a major time to really experience men going into scenes where we're going to break into sessions and actually be motivational in many aspects of this program.
The conference will also explore ways to reduce instances of domestic violence and improve relationships within the home setting.
Key thing is to reduce the amount of violence and the amount of frictions that we have, and to have relationships that are going to be healthy. Have also SGU present to provide you free health checks. So that's going to be a wonderful time for you to come and check yourself out.
John speaks about the registration process.
You can register yourself by calling our numbers 536-9559. You can also email us according to the information at SpicyDivasInConcert@gmail.com or NigelJohn48@yahoo.com.
Conference moderator Jerry Gordon highlighted the importance of the initiative.
Initiative is very important because it's about, somebody once said that a good man is like good steel. He loses his temperature, he loses his worth. So this initiative is to help young men and older men to collaborate with each other, to give the young men the tools that will help them to become great fathers one day, and of course give the older men some young men with whom they can collaborate to do other great work in their communities. We look forward to working with you. This is important, the conversation between men, about men, for men, but the whole family is invited.
The Hello Dad Conference and Health Fair is scheduled to run from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. on June 10th at the Grenada National Stadium. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Organizers of the Calypso Workshop for primary and secondary schools, which concluded on Friday, are hoping the 4-day event positively influenced the young participants and will provide for a continuity within the art form. Students from across the island with a keen interest in music, and in particular Calypso, participated in the May 9 to 12 workshop, which concluded with schools within the parish of St. George. The workshop covered the history of Calypso, songwriting, and stage performance, along other areas. These sessions were facilitated by Edison teacher Eddie Francis. According to Mr. Adrian Mark, Acting Chief Cultural Officer, the workshop was specifically geared towards developing our young Calypsonians and soca artists with the goal of inspiring the next generation of artists.
This is the last leg. We had 4 days of workshop. We started in St. John's, then we went to St. Patrick's, then we went to St. Andrews, and here we are today in St. George's as the final leg. Now, the ministry, the division has embarked on the Calypso workshop years now. And this year, what I'm seeing this year, the interest has skyrocketed.
The acting chief cultural officer encouraged the participating students to put what they learned in the workshop into practice.
From this workshop, I'm hoping to see that we can get 40, Teacher Eddie, 40 students going into the Junior Calypso this year to participate in the Junior Calypso this year. And I know that the facilitator here, Mr. Teacher Eddie, is full of knowledge and will impart a lot of that knowledge to you. So I'm hoping that you will really participate and take part and make sure that you learn a lot of things from the workshop today.
Stay with us. Sports is up next.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Hello, I am Pettifer Lewis, the Executive Director of the Grenada Chamber of Industry and Commerce, representing the private sector. From where I sit, I can see how volatile both the local, regional, and international economies can be as a result of financial shocks, pandemics, natural disasters, among others. Having the NIS Unemployment Benefit Program is certainly a step in the right direction. This will help to alleviate the burden that arises from unemployment. Remember that people who are employed not just support themselves, but support family members as well. The NIS Unemployment Benefit Program will play a very important role in assisting our citizens to mitigate hardships while keeping the local economy stimulated during future challenges like these. This is a very good program, very good initiative, and I support it.
Good evening, sporting fans. Two-time world javelin throw champion Anderson Peters continues his 2023 season on Saturday as he competes at the Cape Kano Classic in Kenya. Peters will be aiming to return to his winning ways after finishing third in the Diamond League meeting in Doha with 85.88 meters. Last year, he set a lifetime best of 93.07 meters in Doha and went on to win his second world title in Eugene with a throw of 90.54 meters. The 25-year-old athlete has thrown over the 90-meter barrier 4 times in his career. At Saturday's meet, Peters will renew his rivalry against 2015 world champion Julius Yego, who holds a national record of 92.72 meters. The Kenyan thrower hopes to bounce back from his recent competition in Doha, where he did not register any valid throws. The javelin throw takes place at 11 a.m. Eastern Caribbean time. On the heels of a club administration workshop in January, the GFA will host a two-day club management workshop at Royalton, Grenada. There will also be several exciting matches over the weekend. We get more from GFA's communications officer, Ria Marie.
It is indeed a packed weekend of activities for the Grenada Football Association. First, we have a club managers workshop that will be taking place on Saturday and Sunday, the 13th and 14th of May at Royalton, Grenada, and it's all geared at improving the administration of football and how our local teams operate. We would like them to begin operating as much as possible at an international standard. So this workshop will focus on leadership versus management, roles and responsibilities of a team manager, competition management, game day management, stadium and hotel inspections, safeguarding in sports, etc. So we look forward to having all our affiliates on Saturday and Sunday at Royalton, Grenada. Also, we have our Sandals GFA National U15 Boys Tournament kicking into high gear with 10 matches over the weekend. In Zone A, we have Bellevue Rangers versus Camahorn FC at 3 p.m. Bellevue playing field. Eagle Super Strikers versus Combined Northerners, 3 p.m. full playing field. GBSS versus Paradise at 3 p.m. at Springs. Queen's Park Rangers versus St. John's United at Queen's Park at 3 p.m. And SAFL versus Honved, that's 2 p.m. at Victoria Park. Now in League B, we have Happy Hill versus Mountrich at Bouchajou at 3 p.m. Hard Rock versus RGPF St. Forces, 3 p.m. at Plains. Hurricanes versus Five Stars, 2 p.m. at Cuthbert Peters Park. Then at 4 p.m. at Cuthbert Peters Park at St. John's Sports versus St. David's FC. And the final match, Sab Spartans versus Fontenoy United at 4 p.m. And lastly, we have the final matches in the GFA Conference League 2021 playoffs. So on Sunday, 14th May, we have Fontenoy United versus Sunsetters FC, 4 p.m. at Bouchajou playing field, and Shamrock SC versus Royal Grenada Police Force at 4 p.m. at the full playing field.
Moving now to cricket, Kimo Paul and Gudakesh Moti have earned recalls to the West Indies ODI team ahead of the regional side's appearance in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2023 qualifiers. Details in this report.
The 15-man squad has been named alongside another that will play a 3-match ODI series against the UAE in Sharjah ahead of the qualifiers. Shea Hope will captain both sides with Rovman Powell as his deputy. TNT's Nicholas Puran, Yannick Carrier and Akil Hussain are also included. The Sharjah team includes uncapped all-rounders Akeem Jordan, Dominic Drakes and Kavim Hodge, as well as left-handed batter Alec Athanase. According to lead selector Desmond Haynes, the UAE matches will be a shop window for the players involved who were not selected for the qualifiers in Zimbabwe from June 18th.
And that's sports. A look around the region is next. And now for your regional news. Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown says the Barbuda Council is seeking to assert authority over land that they do not have. He was responding to the council's action to demolish barriers on the property leased by the operators of the Barbuda beach cottages. The council said access to the beach was being blocked, but owner Kelsina Burton George says this was not the case and has indicated she will be taking legal action against the council. Prime Minister Brown says the owner is being targeted because of her political affiliation.
Lawlessness, and I think what they're doing now, they're targeting Labour Party supporters. It is well known that the owner of that little hotel is a supporter of the Labour Party. In fact, she ran on a Labour Party ticket there to become a councillor in Barbuda. She didn't make it, but she is a member of the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party, and I think it's a form of discrimination that is taking place there. They're trying to assert authority that they do not have over the land, and maybe they're trying to send the central government a message. Well, if they send us a message, the message is received. It means now that they are disintegrating into violence. It means now that they're becoming lawless. And if they want to step up the ante, well, we will have to deal with them accordingly. But we're not going to allow the likes of Trevor Walker and Mussington to violate the laws of this country with impunity. It's not going to happen. And I just want to say to them, without any fear of contradiction, that there will be consequences.
Further afield, a U.S. Marine veteran who placed an agitated New York City subway passenger in a chokehold, killing him and sparking outrage as video of the encounter went viral, surrendered on Friday for arraignment on a manslaughter charge brought nearly 2 weeks later. Details in this report.
Daniel Penny, the man who put Jordan Neely in a deadly chokehold on a New York City subway, arrived with his attorney at a Manhattan police precinct to turn himself in on Friday. He's expected in court later today.
He did so voluntarily and with the sort of dignity and integrity that is characteristic of his history of service to this grateful nation.
The 24-year-old retired Marine being charged with manslaughter in the second degree with a maximum penalty of 15 years, according to prosecutors.
Manslaughter is the reckless killing of another individual with no intent.
Penny's surrender to police comes after days of protests around New York. Activists have been demanding Penny's arrest, some calling Neely's death a, quote, lynching. Mayor Eric Adams calling the death a tragedy.
One thing we can say for sure, Jordan Neely did not deserve to die.
Penny was seen on a viral video from May 1st, restraining Neely in a chokehold for at least 3 minutes as other passengers hold Neely down. The 30-year-old was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The medical examiner ruled the death a homicide. Neely was known to impersonate Michael Jackson on trains and in stations, but since 2007, according to his family, he had been dealing with mental health issues and homelessness. Police say he was harassing the train's passengers and making threats, but was not physically violent.
It needs to be made clear that there are consequences when a civilian takes a situation into their own hands and causes a fatality.
Well, Penny's attorneys say that the Marine vet acted to protect himself, and the facts will come out in court.
And that's your regional and international news. A recap of the headlines is up next. And now to recap the headlines, Jason Joseph hacked and burned to death as the accused culprit remains guarded at the General Hospital. 16-year-old in police custody in connection with gruesome killing of 59-year-old farmer Lenny Ross. And police called for calm following early morning homicides. In the region, Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown reacts to Barbuda Council's lawlessness. Internationally, ex-Marine charged with New York subway chokehold death. And in sports, Anderson Peters competes at the Kip Keino Classic in Kenya on Saturday. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I am Beverly Telesford. That's the news. Good night.